Welcome back to my channel, guys. Now I want to start with this news. More Israelis are leaving the country amid ongoing political unrest and the Gaza conflict. Data from Israel's Central Bureau of Statistics (CBS) reveals a 42% rise in departures from Israel and occupied territories. The trend, which emerged even before October 7, 2003 Gaza war, has worsened under Prime Minister Netanyahu's leadership. Guys, this is a mass exodus that is taking place right now. We'll be talking about how Saudi Arabia, Iran, and also Qatar is now coalescing to confront bully Donald Trump, because we all know when he comes to power on January 6th, what he will do. He's going to be phoning up all of these countries and bully them. Hey, this is me. You have to follow me. You have to take my orders. But that is unlikely to happen. Now, let's start with some other news here. Also, we have Tehran. They have built a massive tunnel with Qatar, and now Saudi Arabia is also joining in what? That's what we also want to talk about. But I want to actually also point out recent attack on Haifa. As I have mentioned to you guys a few days ago, Hezbollah, they have issued the ultimatum to the Israeli settlers terrorists that 25 locations must be evacuated, or else they are going to be legitimate target for the Hezbollah group. And what happened? Do you know? Haifa is coming under attack every single day. And Hezbollah, they're fulfilling their promise that they made a few days ago. Hezbollah launched 17 different attacks on Israel, in which 3 rocket barrages triggered massive fires in Safed and Haifa cities. The Iran-backed group claims to have attacked ITF's Amiyad military base, Zevulon military industries base with large missile salvo. The ITF said that over 140 rockets were launched from Lebanon, many of which impacted several areas in Israel, while others were intercepted by air defense system. Well, obviously we know when they say, oh, these are intercepted, nothing happened, we know what they mean. It means they are lying. They're big time liars. Now let's move on and talk about some other topic. So basically, I just want to actually play a video to show you guys this underpass in Iran. And then you will know what I'm talking about. Let's take a look at this one. So this is a underground subway system in Iran, and now they are planning to build a huge defense tunnel, quote unquote defense tunnel in Iran. But again, this is in Iran, in Tehran, I believe, and they are now linking so many subways, looks like to me, with this particular tunnel. I'll talk about that particular tunnel in a second and how Qatar is going to be joining in, but this is what they are showing on the news the past hours. So the tunnel in Tehran will link metro to Imam Khomeini Hospital or Khomeini Hospital for underground access. Revealed by the Tehran City Council, it is a response to Israeli strike on Iranian sites, including missiles factories, last month. It makes the first known defensive tunnel of its kind in the country and first of its kind ever. Means you have never seen something like this anywhere in the world. The one Iran is building, or they are going to be building very, very soon. Why it is significant? Well, you guessed it right. Trump is going to be seeing an opportunity, or looking for an opportunity to legitimize his attack on Iran, even though he said, I'm not a war president, but you know, he will do anything to protect Israel. So next time Iran retaliates against Israel, there is a good possibility that US military will join with Israel to retaliate against Iran. Maybe not outwardly, but covertly they will do something together, because Trump is just so pathetic. He just wants America to get involved with Israel in every step of the way. And for him, it is not America first. Unfortunately, it is for him, for the American people, unfortunately, it is for him, Israel first. Then now we talk about this one. Iran and Qatar, take a look at this. They have moved forward with plans for the world's longest undersea tunnel. Now let me make few comments here. Why Qatar all of a sudden will join Iran to build undersea tunnel? Why? Well, to me it looks like when Trump will call Qatari, Amir, and threat him that if you try to stop Israel or if you harbor Hamas leadership in your country in Doha, guess what? We are gonna be coming after you. Now, I'm not saying that US will go openly to attack Qatar. That is probably not what is gonna happen. But Qatar cannot take any chance with Donald Trump. So they are coalescing with Iran. They are investing with Iran. And if Qatar is investing, if they use their oil money to give to Iran to develop weapons, then you can see that the entire region, the Arabian Peninsula, will become a very strong force against any enemy. Why? Because now Iran has a lot of technologies that Qatar, Saudi Arabia, they were unaware of. They came to know all of this on October 1st when Iran retaliated against Israel, and they destroyed Nevatim Air Base. They destroyed a lot of their F-35 fighter jets. We do not know because of the gag order. But from the satellite images, it is very, very easy for us to estimate that the loss was huge and Israel was completely shocked. Now Qatar and Saudi Arabia, they are most likely realizing that, you know what, we do not need to be afraid of the Zionists or United States. Iran can help us. Iran can give us the weapon if we need. So invest with them, make a business and trade and partnership with them, help them, even though they had problem because Iran is a Shia country. But now looks like they're coming to this realization. They're waking up. They're coming to this realization that Zionists, with their imperialism, a mindset, desire, ambition that Biza Belil, the Smotrich, the foreign minister, said, it is very, very scary future for the Middle East. So now they need to really gang up. They need to be united and put a united front to confront this Zionist attack or evil plan. So this is what is coming on the news. Iran's first vice president, Mohammad Reza Aref, has announced joint efforts by Tehran and Doha to build the world's longest undersea tunnel connecting Iran and Qatar and advancing their infrastructure partnership in a meeting on Saturday with Qatar's newly appointed ambassador. So again, Saudi Arabia is appointing ambassador, Qatar is appointing ambassador with Iran. Clear indication that these countries are waking up and they really need to help Iran with money because Iran is under sanction and therefore they cannot develop those weapons. Now let's take a look at this particular news. Why I'm saying that Saudi Arabia is also joining with Qatar and Iran. Remember, so far Saudi Arabia, it was all about, what is happening in Gaza is not justified and we need to stop war, we need to stop casualties, this and that. Never use the word genocide. Never was the word genocide. But now things have changed. Take a listen what MBS is saying. So the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has condemned Israel's actions in Gaza as genocide. Now, also, again, he's not afraid of US or Israel anymore because he has Iran on his side. Because remember, a few days ago, the Iranian military general visited Saudi Arabia and they had a good discussion and they are now talking about military cooperation. I mean, Saudi Arabia doesn't need to go to US for weapon and technology. No, not at all. The technology that Iran has is enough for Saudi Arabia really to defend itself from enemies like the Zionists. And this is exactly what it is heading to. Good news. In some of the harshest public criticism of the country by a Saudi official since the start of the war. So this is coming on BBC, guys, not from a Saudi news channel or Iranian news channel. This is coming directly from BBC. You know BBC, right? Western mouthpiece. They do not like this kind of report to be published. But this is what they're saying. In some of the harshest public criticism of the country by Saudi since the start of the war. Speaking at a summit of Muslim and Arab leaders, the prince also criticized Israeli attack on Lebanon and Iran. So in addition to the genocide they're committing and calling it genocide, unlike in the past, they never want to use the word genocide. Now they are also blaming the attack not only just Lebanon but also Iran. Means there is a good possibility if Iran comes under attack in the future by Israel that Saudi is not approving or don't agree with, Saudi Arabia most likely will help who? Iran, not Israel. Israel has vehemently denied that its forces are committing genocide. Yeah, the lunatics also say that. In a sign of improving ties between rival Riyadh and Tehran, Prince Mohammed also warned Israel against launching attacks on Iranian soil. So again, it is coming directly from Mohammed bin Salman, not from Saudi foreign minister or anybody from the government. It is coming from the head of the government. Good job, MBS. Even though I do not support him, I still believe Saudi did not do enough, and they're not doing enough. Don't get me wrong. Don't say, oh, brother, he supports Saudi Arabia's policy on this genocide. No, they need to do more. They need to help the Palestinian people more. But what I'm saying is that what they're doing right now, it is better than what they have done so far. So this de facto leader was joined by other leaders present in calling for a total Israeli withdrawal from the West Bank and Gaza. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia's foreign minister said it was quote-unquote failing of the international community that the war in Gaza had not been stopped, accusing Israel of causing starvation in the territory. Again, blaming who? Israel squarely. Do you see them blaming Hamas or calling out the West Bank authorities? Or they are not doing enough to protect their country? Or do you see them saying, oh, Iran is responsible, Iran must stop attacking them? Of course not. You don't see those things from Saudi Arabia this time, because they know that their real enemy is not Iran. It is instead the country, or I should say Zionist state of Israel. Now we talk about the drone attacks and all that on the technology that Iran has. Recently there is one video circulating on social media showing that this drone in the sky of Israel, a Zionist state occupied Palestinian land, flying, and some people reported that this drone is actually going to hit Netanyahu's residence. Okay, so this is why he's under bunker, as I have reported the other day, that he is now not coming out from the bunker, as we call him now, Bunker Boy, BB Bunker Boy. Don't forget this word. BB is Bunker Boy. And Donald Trump, he loves those nicknames and all that. He really should know this and use this when he talks to Netanyahu, that you are just a bunker boy, you're so afraid of Hamas and Hezbollah, you guys are so pathetic. Guys, what is happening right now with all of these tunnels building and all that? I'm not saying that the Qatari and Saudi or Iranian, they're coalescing to build a massive tunnel and getting ready to defend themselves from US, all of them together. Obviously, Iran is a different case. Iran is building these tunnels to defend its country from a possible attack by United States. But what I'm saying is that things are changing very, very fast, very, very rapidly. Iran has already helped to wake up these countries, neighboring countries, that, hey, look at what we have done on October the 1st. We eviscerated Israel. We have shown them who is the real boss in the Middle East. Do not be afraid of this cheap monkey. Do not be afraid of this small fly. We are together, and if we are together, nobody can do anything to us. And this is why we're seeing these countries, Saudi Arabia, now using the word genocide. Qatar is now signing deals with Iran, unlike in the past. Never happened in the past. So these countries, and also Malaysia, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, he made a very, very harsh statement against Israel. He said they should be suspended and expelled from UN. So don't think that the Muslim countries are not doing anything. After the Iranian attack on Israel, things are changing, and they're changing very, very fast. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.